this, I want to say something about what containment is. Containment doesn't mean sitting still. Containment means that you don't, I'm going to define it in an opposite sense. A lot of us are dissociating, moving, wiggling, engaging in compulsive behaviors, doing all sorts of things, taking drugs, uh, watching television, doing all sorts of ways. They're just designed to basically modulate our nervous system so we can be calm enough to function. Right? There was somebody in my training, a woman from Austria, late 90s when I met her, and she was a really good amateur runner. And what she did is she became more anxious. She discovered that if she just simply went out and went for a hard 5 mile run, um, that moved through. It was a temporary discharge. There was nothing permanent there at all, but she could temporarily discharge, calm down, and be present. So there were times during the training, she would just get up during a lecture, just politely walk out the door, put on shoes, and go for a 5 mile run and come back. Um, that was better than drinking. It was better than all sorts of things. Um, but still, that was a very expensive way to keep her nervous system calm, right? So for her, containment might be going out for a fast walk for a half an hour instead of a run, and doing integration processing exercises while she's doing it. So think of the mind as kind of moving around like this, and you're going to put like a rubber band around it, or holding a distressed child. Well, no, with a distressed child, you can often completely contain them. Going back to the word containment, but even then, you're trying to just hold enough, just hold enough. So containment means I've had all sorts of people who come into to therapy, and by them coming in and sitting down in a room and not moving and being alone in a room with somebody is actually far more containment than their system can handle. And they began just dissociating by virtue of walking into the therapy session. Okay. And so with some people, we would lock the door and they would feel safer and they could relax with me. With other people, we had to leave the door unlocked with them sitting next to it. So some of these people, I would say, let's do therapy walking. And we would walk out in a quiet, in a quiet place, like by a park or along the beach or something, where they're walking. Sometimes it was better for them, even if we lived in the same town, where they would go for a walk, like on the beach or in a park by themselves, and we would work by phone. Because for them to be moving the whole time, but paying attention to their body, just somatic awareness is containment. Simply turning our focus, right? So we turn up the interoceptive volume and we push other things back. That's a form of containment, right? So then we notice more of what's happening in our body, which could be really distressing. So the idea of containment is just having a person being able to focus more on two things. One is what's happening in their body, and the second thing is being in relationship with the therapist, with the other. Your body knows how to do this process. If you have the solution and mastery in place, and you can be aware that you're in relationship with someone else, and you can track any part of your body sensation, eventually you follow that thread and it will take you through.